The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Anything But Freakin Rasslin. This is the next to the last day in January. We'll be heading into February next week. And the reason why I point that out is because, listen, right now I'm just looking forward to baseball season. So February gets me one step closer to baseball. This is the show where we talk about anything but wrestling, even though I do have some wrestling points that we missed yesterday, Jeff. How you doing today?
Good, man. Hey, do you know who the first baseman is for the Tokyo Dragons?
see that's tremendous right there, bro. That's absolutely tremendous. There you go. Bro, I'm going to hit upon that later. I'm going to give you, this may be like the scariest quote I've read since I've gotten in the wrestling business. I'm going to read it to you later.
Okay.
Let's go over business first. Guys, the plaque. You got today and tomorrow to purchase the TNA plaque, which is right there behind me. You could see it. I don't feel like lifting it today. That was given it to me as an original member of TNA 8 years ago. It's autographed by 19 different stars in the wrestling business, everyone from AJ Styles to Road Dogg to Jeff Jarrett to Beer Money, Amazing Red, Jeff Jarrett, I already said, Dixie Carter. There were probably about maybe 50 of these made, and I am auctioning it off to the highest bidder. Right now, the highest bidder is $600. The money is going to be given to the Jeff Fund to send Jeff to the convention with us at WrestleMania so we can help build a brand. And obviously, whatever's left over of that is for Jeff, to keep as a contribution for everything he does, for the brand. So if you want to bid on that, you got 2 days left. You go to official Vince Russo at gmail.com for the TNA plaque.
Vince, I'm going to stop you for a second. It looks like Rocky's on fire back there. What's going on?
No, bro, I got my humidifier sneaking in here. My fog machine, bro. No, I'm having some sinus problems this morning, bro. So I told you my wife, I said in Chicken X, my wife bought me that for my birthday, so I snuck it in here, hoping it clears my head a little bit.
Well, nice. Add some effects to the show as well. Maybe you can get like a wind machine and blow your hair and stuff.
That'd be awesome, bro. That'd be awesome. Also, guys, 2 days left. Join the brand for less than $1 a week, $3.95 a month. Go to vincerussobrand.com. Use the code word brand. You can opt out at any time, but you got 2 days left to join us for less than $1 a week. We do 6 days of video podcasting every week. So when you break that, Jeff, what is that, 33 cents a day or something like that? I know it's not even 35 cents a day, is it?
So we're counting 6 days a week, man. It's too early for me to pull this math out.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's 30 cents a freaking day to support what we're doing here with the brand. Truth, justice, the brand way. We don't pull any punches, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute, because I got to use this comment that one of these WWE shows.
If you do $3.95 a month, 6 days a week, it's 16 cents a day.
16 cents a day.
Yep.
That's unbelievable.
Not counting the Sundays.
Yeah. What else? I mean, I don't know what else you want us to do, guys. 16 cents a day. You got 2 days left. Also, remember Kayfabe commentaries and the brand new DVD they have, Ravens Wrestler Rescue. This is the new series, a cutting-edge series by Sean Oliver and his gang, where Raven goes out and rescues independent wrestlers, gives them a makeover, puts them in a new package, a new gimmick, new costuming, new moves, new promos, really refines their act into what Raven thinks is a money act. Then he brings that act back on the independent scene to see if they get over or not. This is available now at kayfabecommentaries.com. It's available on DVD. And also go to vincerussobrand.com. See the video that myself and Disco did analyzing the Vampiro kayfabecommentaries.com interview. That's free if you go to vincerussobrand.com. All right, Jeff.
It's hilarious.
It's
It's up in the free section. I got it. I watched the video. It's freaking hilarious.
The only thing that could have been better is if he were a part of it. Because, bro, I've challenged him on some of this stuff, Vampiro, face to face, and he'll still swear to it. Like, he'll swear to the things that he says, and it's like it's with the straightest face, bro, and it's freaking hilarious. All right, bro, let me start off. Let me kick this off because I'm very proud, bro. Finally, listen, Riri, my girl, has not released, Jeff, music in over 3 years. So, bro, she's been working forever on this album called Anti. And you know what they do in music now, bro? You know, this is like the new thing where there isn't a release date. They just secretly drop it in the middle of the night. Bro, I'm telling you, because I follow Rihanna closely. Rihanna was the very first person I followed on Twitter, right? Bro, there's been rumor of her album dropping for the last year, bro. And I was like, there's no way she can't get this album out before Christmas, right? But she didn't. And, bro, let's face it, I don't think Rihanna really needs the Christmas money. So, bro, what she did was, you know, she's on Jay-Z's label. Jay-Z came out with this new music downloading service called Tidal, okay? Well, on Thursday, bro, Rihanna released Anti on Tidal. You know, Jay-Z's music downloading system, and I think the first 1 million people were able to get 2 months of Tidal for free. And then after the first 1 million people, Jeff, do the math here. After the first 1 million people, bro, you could download the new album Anti for $11.99. Okay, bro. First of all, I don't believe in the download. I want the Rihanna album in my hands. I want to touch the Rihanna album. I want to read it. I want to feel it. I want to revel in it. I don't download things. Okay, Jeff, do the math here. The first 1 million got it free. Okay, $11.99 after that, bro. Freaking Rihanna got 13 million downloads in the first 14 hours.
And you said 2 million were free or 1 million were free?
1 million. 1 million, bro.
So 13 million downloads at $12 a pop,
bro.
That's a nice 24-hour payday right there.
What 24 hours? 14 hours.
Oh, 14 hours.
She had another 10 hours to go, bro. Can you imagine? Unfreaking believable. So I'm really looking forward to this. They're saying the album is physically going to drop next week. Where you'll be able to get it, bro. She's released a lot of music off of this already. She did that song with Kanye West and Paul McCartney. She did "Bitch Better Have My Money." So a lot of the music we've heard, but a lot of it we haven't. So I'm really looking forward to that. But bro, 13 million downloads in 14 hours at freaking $11.99 pop. That's just ridiculous, bro.
Must be nice.
Yeah, must be nice. Well, hey, I'll give Rihanna this, bro, and this is why I love Rihanna so much. She's smoking hot. That freaking Barbados accent just freaking cuts me like a knife. But, bro, the girl's got talent. She's a great singer. She's a great entertainer. I mean, I've seen her live. She's, like, bro, listen, the Kardashians are probably worth as much as Rihanna. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, what the F their talent is. What is their talent? If somebody has a talent, bro, I don't have a problem with them making millions of dollars. What is their freaking talent except they all got big, fat asses? That's the talent. Rihanna is freaking talented. That's why I have no problem with her making this money. Go ahead, Jeff.
Where am I gonna start? Real quick though, I want to plug my own show. I'm gonna be a cheap plug here.
Of course, bro.
For those that have followed my Destiny Unbound series, I started it up. I got a new episode up this week. I interview this cool video game streamer. Her name is Ashley. She goes by Glitchy. She's real cool. And the big guy weight loss challenge has hit some controversy. So watch that. Then yesterday on Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt, big guy came on the show and Vince let him have it. So there's been some new developments since the Destiny Unbound. So please watch that.
Well, bro, I don't know if I really let him have it. I gave him the opportunity, Jeff. I said, let's just make this simple. I just want you to say, hello, my name is Big Guy, and I'm a quitter. That's all end of story, bro. And that's simple. Like the AA thing, bro.
Yeah, so his response to that is interesting. Please check that out. And also, Casey DeMott has agreed to come on my show, so I'm supposed to film with her next week.
You. Yep. Yeah, no, you know what, bro? I follow Casey. I DM'd her back and forth a couple times. I've never spoken to her. That is great, Jeff. But, Jeff, I think there was a little chemistry with you and this video game chick.
Yeah, it's funny. One of the brand members tweeted me, and he said it looked like an awkward speed date.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I was a bit weird because this was the first actual interview that I've done with somebody I didn't know. So I was uncomfortable kind of doing it. So it was a good learning experience for me, but I thought she did real well. And I'm pretty sure she's got a boyfriend, so let's not go there. But it was a really good interview. Like I said, it was the first one I did with somebody I didn't know. So I'm excited Casey's coming on the show. For those that don't know, she's Bill DeMott's daughter. She's a big part of the Bill DeMott experience now.
Let's be honest. She runs it. She's
like they said, she's like head of HR.
She runs it. She runs the whole Bill DeMott experience. Bill sits there on his big fat rear end with his cigar and I'm on the radio. That's all Bill does. The daughter runs the whole entire show. Casey, let's make that perfectly clear. And Jeff, I wanted to tell you this too, bro. I'm not even kidding you when I tell you this. Bro, do you know to this day, I still get very, very nervous when I interview somebody, even if I've worked with them for 10 years. Like when the interview comes, I feel a little nervous. I swear to God, bro, I think the only one I talk to on here that I'm never nervous is, well, I'd say two people, Disco and Ed. When I talk to Disco and Ed, it's just like having a phone conversation. But bro, I'm telling you, when I bring, Mickey James on here and Magnus on here and Storm, there's always that nervousness at the very beginning, which is odd to me, but it's there,
Yeah, I definitely had that. I don't know why that is, especially since, I had my questions planned out. I knew I was going to say, but I think by the end of the interview, I was comfortable being the interviewer. Normally I don't do that, so I think I'll be all right. From this point on, interviewing people that I've never met before. But it was a really interesting interview for anybody who loves video games. Please check it out.
Well, Jeff, I think my problem is I never, ever, ever have notes for interviews. I don't have questions I'm going to ask. I have maybe 5 bullet points, right? And I guess the nervousness with me is I never know where the interview's going to go, because I'm basing my interview on their answers, and then I'm just going with it and letting it organically happen. So in the back of my mind, I guess, the fear at the very beginning is, well, what if they don't give me anything to open it up? Then, we're going to sit there and there's going to be dead air. But, man, it's funny, bro, because it's you'll find this out too, Jeff. It's once you get into it, it just freaking goes. And I think the key to interviewing, bro, is you just got to listen to what the people are saying. Just listen to, bro. It's funny, when you watch wrestling and, when you watch scripted promos, a lot of times they don't react to what the person said. The person will say something, the person will answer some way completely different. And that really is what a good interviewer is. You got to you can't think about what your next question is. You got to listen to what they're saying, and then the question stems from there. But yeah, bro, I thought you did a tremendous job with the girl. That's why I encourage you to do more of these interviews, bro, because you do them here with me, and I think you're tremendous.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, and let's plug one more time. Bill DeMott was a part of the brand network. He just branched out on his own on the Realm Network. He's got his own deal going now. So check out the Bill DeMott experience. You can subscribe now to Bill's channel. He's running a special, I think, $2.99 a month. You can sign up for that. And Bill, listen, Bill was at the top of my list to introduce to the podcast world. He's got a lot of great stories. He's got a great opinion. He's freaking old school, and I love that. So please check out the Bill DeMott Experience.
Yeah, I feel like Bill was made for this. Like he's such a natural. Like when you watch his shows, it's unbelievable.
Absolutely, bro.
So this is interesting. If you were watching this episode the day it's posted, which will be Saturday, January 30th, tonight, Saturday, January 30th on Investigation Discovery, for all you Making a Murderer fans we got out there. They're doing a new special tonight, Stephen Avery, Innocent or Guilty. It's on at 9 Eastern. I'm not sure if it's on 9 everywhere or if it will be just check your listings, but it's the ID channel, Investigation Discovery. Saturday night, 9 Eastern, Stephen Avery, Innocent or Guilty. It's an hour special, so I'm interested to see. They're claiming there's new developments with this new lawyer, and they're going to get into stuff like that. So I'm hoping it's not a rehash of stuff we already know. I'm hoping there's some new stuff there, but I'm interested in it anyway.
Let's watch that, bro, so we can follow it up on the brand, because the show we did was very popular. So let's make sure, Jeff, I just wrote that down while you were saying it. Let's make sure we both watch that on Saturday. We could follow up with it.
Yeah. I am still fascinated by this entire case. So I watched, I don't know if you watched the Dr. Phil when he had everybody, he had one of the lawyers on.
Yeah, I did.
I watched all that, and I never watched Dr. Phil. So anytime there's something on with this case, I'm so just like gripped by it that I want to watch anything I can having to do with it.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go, or you want me to throw something else out there? I'll tell you what. Okay. All right.
Okay. I love this. I'm so entertained by this, bro. I'm so entertained by the stupidity of celebrities. Like, okay.
Is it Kanye?
Yes.
I got that too.
Okay. Kanye used to date Amber Rose. Okay. They broke up. Amber's got a son now. Kanye went online, took shots at Amber and her son, which really pissed off Amber, and I don't blame him.
Is that what it was? Because I thought he took shots at Wiz Khalifa, who is her man now. Isn't that
he
the
did?
case?
But he took shots at her son too.
Wow,
which is,
I missed that part. Wow.
Yeah, that's what fired Amber up.
Wow.
So Amber comes back on Twitter with, "This is to Kanye West." Okay, Jeff, are you mad I'm not around to play in your a-hole anymore? Okay, bro. Which, okay, bro.
You forgot the hashtag.
Yeah.
Fingers in the booty ass bitch.
Fingers in the booty ass bitch. Okay, listen. Okay, bro. Amber Rose. Amber Rose is a nobody she falls in the Kardashian category. She's a nobody who's done nothing. She's dated some famous people. So that's how she gets her name out there. So I understand Amber Rose making a statement like this, "Are you mad I'm not around to play in your asshole anymore?" to get on TMZ and to get out there. I get it. Bro, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes with the brand, Jeff, I'll say stuff to draw attention to myself, and like I really don't care about it or really don't feel that way, but I know it'll draw a bunch of attention to the brand. So sometimes I'll do that. So I totally get Amber Rose doing this. I totally get it. Here's what I don't get, bro. Kanye West actually responds to this. Okay, bro? Now, this is Kanye West we're talking about. "I never let them play with my ass. I'm not into that. I stay away from that area altogether." Can you imagine this Amber Rose is throwing this out there to get mad publicity for people to talk about, and this jackass who makes more money, bro, than forget about it, actually responds to this and says, "No, I never let her play with my ass." Can you, bro, listen, I'm stopping you right there. Stop. Don't say nothing.
All right.
Can you imagine, bro, like back in the day, like, Mia Farrow was once married to Frank Sinatra. If you don't know who Mia Farrow is, and you probably don't, she was in Rosemary's Baby. She wound up marrying Woody Allen. Woody Allen had the affair with Soon Yi. But, when she was very young, she married an older Frank Sinatra when she was hot. So, bro, it's like, and they broke up, obviously. Can you imagine Frank Sinatra Like, no, Mia never played with my ass. Like, I don't let anybody. Can you imagine like a real star? Can you imagine Paul McCartney when he broke up with Heather, one-legged Heather? Can you imagine Paul McCartney? Nah, she never played with my ass. I don't let anybody play with my ass. Let me put it to you this way. Can you imagine a legitimate star? Because Kanye West is not a legitimate star. Can you imagine a legitimate star commenting on freaking a woman's finger up his ass? Can you imagine Dean Martin, bro? James Taylor?
I saw this and I am just like, there's so much information with the internet that comes out about people that just why do we need to know this? Like, I don't know. It just blows my mind.
Can you imagine Katie Holmes? Oh yeah, Tom's pissed at me because we don't have ass play anymore. And Tom Cruise saying, no, I never let her play with my ass. Can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine?
The only time I would take this as normal is if Howard Stern probed for this question, because Howard Stern always asks that stuff. But I mean, especially he put a tweet out.
And this is the guy, he's Jeezy, which is comparing himself to Jesus. Jesus would never talk about ass play. Listen, I don't know. I know Jesus. I've never met Jesus, but I'm pretty certain he would never talk about ass play, Kanye. Okay, bro? This is why the guy is a joke. The guy is an absolute joke. And bro, listen, I've said it a million times before, and I'll say it 1,000,001. I've never seen a rapper that's not a joke. I've never seen one single rapper that's not a freaking joke. And you can go on TMZ all week long and substitute Kanye, somebody else, another rapper for Kanye, because this stuff goes on freaking daily in that community.
I saw this earlier. Trending on Twitter with 48,000 tweets is Kanye anal playlist. Yeah. So people are putting songs that would be playing while Amber Rose is giving him the finger, I guess. Oh, man.
And can you imagine, bro, listen, there's a whole other level to this. This guy's answering, her claims of sticking her finger up his ass. This guy is answering this, and he's a married man with 2 children. With 2 children, bro. So, like, what is Kim saying about it? Kim's not saying, honey, maybe it's a good idea if you just ignore it and don't answer it.
They probably, you know what? Kris Jenner probably said you need to respond to this.
Exactly, bro. Meanwhile, I believe this because if he had ass play with Kim Kardashian, he'd probably lose his up to his forearm, bro. It would probably never come back. That's why he doesn't do the ass play, bro. I swear to God, this is why I feel the way I do about these people. This is why I feel, and this is why, like, I'll watch Carson and I'll talk about real freaking stars, legitimate, bona fide movie stars who don't talk about, getting fingers up their freaking asses, bro. Freaking, it's unreal. That's why the world is what it is today. That's exactly why the world is what it is today, bro. If you're a freaking 12-year-old kid and you somehow you got your hands on a Kanye thing, and next thing you know, you're reading about this and you're going to your mother and you're asking your mother, why are they playing with each other's asses, mommy? That's why the world is the way it is, bro. We never had crap like this. Never, bro.
And it's the headline on TMZ. It's the news of the week. News of the week. All right, let's get to some more science. I got 2 science things today, which is not up my alley at all. But I thought this one is interesting. Apparently, there's another planet they found, which would officially be the 9th planet. Pluto is no longer a planet, for anybody that missed that. They took the planet status away from Pluto last year or the year before. But apparently, they found they're calling it Planet X or whatever. It's a new 9th planet. They said it's massive. It's 5,000 times bigger than Pluto. But this is what cracks me up, and maybe just because I'm ignorant to science and I don't know how this works, but they haven't seen it yet. It's there. They've discovered this planet, but they haven't seen it. This is the explanation that they have. They used a mathematical calculation to figure out that there's a planet somewhere. They said that there's some objects in some belt. There's a region of small objects beyond Pluto that had unusual orbital alignments, which suggested they were being interfered with by a large body. A series of mathematical calculations and computer simulations led to the theory that a huge planet existed beyond this belt. So nobody, they did some math and said, yes, there's a planet there.
Yeah. And yeah, these are the same scientists that talk about evolution, bro. You know, everything is a theory. I could have a freaking theory, bro. You know.
Yeah, so, I mean, this may be true. There may be a planet there.
So, what's the next step? Do we find how do they confirm that this planet exists?
Yeah, the last line in the article I read said, now all we have to do is wait for the astronomers to actually astronomers. I'm not saying that right. Astronomers. The astronomers.
Bro, when I can pronounce a word and you can't, we're in trouble.
We are in trouble. You're right. But they're waiting for the astronomers to actually find it. I just thought that's weird that they will come out and say this based on a calculation, which, you know, they may be right, but that's ballsy. You know what I mean? There's a planet there. We have never seen it, but there's a planet there. So I thought that was interesting.
What else you got, bro? Because I got a couple of wrestling things. I don't know.
Okay, let me. I got one more thing I wanted to talk about, and it's another science thing. B.O.B., who's a rapper. For those that don't know, they may remember the song "Airplanes" with Haley Williams from Paramore. It was a huge song. Well, he was the rapper in that song. He believes the Earth is flat, and we're all getting fooled. And I lost the article. Dang it! I had it brought up because I wanted to read you these tweets. Oh no. Anyway, he's showing all these pictures.
Yeah, I saw one, bro. I saw one yesterday.
Okay, I found it. This is on CNN.
Yeah,
he's tweeting all these. Like, he pretty much says everybody's lying to us. The world is flat because no matter how far you look down the horizon, it's always flat. So he posts out all these pictures. And he's got some tweets, and he said, no matter how high in elevation you are, the horizon is always eye level. I didn't want to believe it either. And then he said, the cities in another picture, the cities in the background are approximately 16 miles apart. Where is the curve? Please explain this. And he's got some pictures of the top of Mount Everest and a shot of over the clouds. And it says he's got a line drawn that the horizon is still flat. And he said, y'all be like, you're not high enough to see the curve. Keep going. Now my computer's freezing. Can you hear me? Sometimes.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, Jeff, so how does he explain pictures of Earth that have been taken?
I don't know if he did, but he said he said a lot of people are turned off by the phrase flat Earth, but there's no way you can see all the evidence and not know. Grow up. So then Neil deGrasse Tyson got into it. Not into it, but, you know, he's polite. He was just showing him that he threw out some facts like that Earth's curve blocks 150 feet of Manhattan, and that Polaris is gone by 1.5 degrees south latitude. You've never been south of Earth's equator. If so, you never looked up. So then he turned it to the moon. Saying we never went to the moon, which a lot of people believe that. And then he challenged Neil Tyson to a rap battle. So I don't know what that was about, but he really doesn't get into, from what I saw anyway, about all the pictures and stuff. He just thinks, you know, we're just all being lied to and that the Earth is flat, which, you know, anybody who's taken a plane around the world, I don't know how. I just thought this is interesting. Like, I don't know if he's just trying to. I don't know if he really believes this or not.
He can't honestly believe that, bro. Because first of all, like, bro, if the world's flat around, like who cares? Who cares anyway? Like, how does that affect my day-to-day, everyday living? I could care if somebody told me the world tomorrow was a square. I'm like, okay, the world's a square. Like, how does that affect my day-to-day living? Second of all, like I said, bro, you mean to tell me every shot taken, from the moon and from space and astronaut and whatnot, that's all a work that we're seeing around, world?
I don't know. There's so much. There's so much like
rapper. Bro, we got to find something for these rappers to do. Bro, I was reading online now, and he's backstage getting his picture taken with all the WWF guys, and now he wants to be on the WWE creating team. He's a rapper. His name is Whale, W-A-L-E.
Isn't he the one that punched a fan at a show or something?
Yeah, he punched a fan, and he got barred and all this crap. But, like, who – bro, I've never heard of this guy in my life.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I don't listen to today. To today's rap music, so he could be big. I'm not aware of him.
Bro, there's a lot of music I don't listen to, and I've heard of people from that genre.
That's true.
I never heard of Whale.
Yeah,
who are these freaking people, bro?
I don't know, but didn't he also get a world title belt? Didn't they give him a world title belt?
Did, but there's pictures online with him and Vince and him. I'm like, bro, I don't know who you are. Like, bro, let's talk about wrestling. There are some things, bro, that there are three things that we got to really look at.
Okay.
To put everything in wrestling in its proper perspective. Okay. First of all, this is aside from that, but I want to tell you this too, bro, just so you know. The TNA combined number came out today.
Okay.
The original airing and the 12 o'clock airing. Okay. And they were actually down from last week.
Oh, with the replay.
Yeah. And it was only 1,000. It was only 1,000. Last week was like 443,000. This week was 442,000. So actually with the two combined, they were down after 3 weeks or whatever the freak it is. Okay. I want to look at these three things when we talk about, first of all, bro, the level of television today is just, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Bro, I was watching this show it just aired on Tuesday because I was watching for something to watch on Tuesday, and it's called The Outsiders. And it's about like people that live in the Appalachian Mountains, and they've got like their own world up there. And civilization is like 3 hours away down the mountain. And like nobody goes up to the mountain because they know these people are like wackos, the whole 9 yards. Well, now, they found out where the people are living high up in the mountain is a rich coal area. So now they want to evacuate them all out of there. Okay, bro. But my point is, when I watch this show, bro, the scenery and the filming and the production, and I'm just sitting back and I'm imagining, the time and effort that goes into this. Like, and here's what I'm thinking, bro, because, I'm working on that show with William, and I'm saying to myself, as a writer, bro, like, when the writer of this show is sitting down and writing this, like, how could he even imagine that the finished product is going to look like this? You know what I mean,
this
bro?
isn't a reality show.
No, this is a television show.
Oh, okay.
It
sounded like something real.
No, it's a television show. But I'm saying when the writer is writing this, like, even he can't imagine like what the end product is going to be and what you can see. Because I'm sitting there and I'm saying, like, how did they do this? Like, how did they get all this equipment up in the mountains and build this little town in the mountain? Like, what they can do on TV now and in the movies blows me away. Blows me away. With that being said, I want to turn to our beloved wrestling. Okay, bro? And okay. I want to point out three things that we really need to take into consideration. And we didn't talk about this one. Okay, bro? So I'm going to throw these three things at you. Then I want to get your comments.
Okay. The
first thing we did not talk about, bro. Okay, bro. That, like, bro, can I tell you something? This 5 seconds, honestly, is a good reason to never watch another wrestling show again outside of Lucha Underground. This 5 second is a reason to never watch NXT, to never watch TNA, to never watch the WWE. I'm going to give New Japan the benefit of the doubt because I don't watch that much. But definitely, If you saw these 5 seconds, it's every reason you should never watch WWE and TNA again. Okay, bro?
Okay.
You watch Raw on Monday.
I did watch Raw on Monday.
Okay. Bro, Jericho and AJ had the old school collar and elbow lockup, and the fans started chanting, "This is awesome."
Did they really? I missed that.
No, bro. A collar and elbow lockup, and the fans are chanting, "This is awesome." The anticipation, bro. Let me lay this out to you in layman's terms. The anticipation of AJ Styles, 38, and Chris Jericho, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, 42. The anticipation of a 38-year-old and a 42-year-old man in tights having a fake wrestling match inspired an entire crowd to chant, "This is awesome." Bro, think about that on that surface. How scary is that, bro?
It's I mean, were they? I mean, they weren't chanting it for the hold, right? They were chanting it because these two guys were in the ring together, right? Like the "We're Not Worthy" with that they did in NXT. It was just the people in the ring, right?
They were so excited about this that they were busting with "This is awesome."
I don't know. I don't think it's that like you're making it out to be. I mean, I get excited over fake TV shows the same way. You know what I mean?
Do you chant "This is awesome" from your living room?
No,
Okay, that's a whole different level. We're not talking about getting excited, bro. We're talking about adults chanting "This is awesome" with a 38-year-old and a 42-year-old guy about to have a fake wrestling match. That's what we're talking about, bro. This isn't me going to see Paul McCartney in concert and him opening up with Day Tripper. That's awesome. That's awesome, bro. That's built on the. Okay, here's point number 2, bro.
So are you thinking it's just because they hadn't seen anything? They don't even know if the match is going to be good.
But I don't even know what I'm thinking. Here's the second thing, bro. You have to watch this clip. Now, Jeff, you're a guy that watches wrestling. Okay?
Right.
When there are females on the show, as a guy, what kind of females would you like to see on the show?
Beautiful ones.
Beautiful one, sexy one in their own way. Okay?
Yep.
And, bro, that's what Daphne was. Daphne was that gothic look that turned some guys on. We knew there's a whole audience for that.
I had a big crush on Daphne.
Oh, I still do. I still have a crush on Daphne. And, she used to make her face white and then highlight it with a dark black, and had a body to kill for, and I love her. I love Daphne. So, you got to go watch this clip, bro. This is wrestling. This is the problem. These 3 instances is everything you need to know with why wrestling in 2016 is a joke. Okay, so, bro, TNA on this show. I saw a clip. I saw a clip online. TNA introduces a new character called Decay. Okay, so I'm like, I gotta see what their idea of a good character is, right? Okay, bro. So this is unbelievable to me. So this Decay comes out to the stage. Of course, bro, there's been no build-up, no vignettes, no Decay just comes out. Okay, I don't even know, but bro, she's basically got face paint. And she's holding her head to one side, and she's like zombie-like. Bro, not the zombies you see on The Walking Dead. Like, if there's a such thing as a realistic zombie, this was like cartoon zombie 101. Her head's to the side, she's doing a gimmick, and her face is painted. Okay, all right, bro. So there's nothing sexy about this character. There's nothing attractive about this character. Basically, what it is it's typical TNA. This is an indie worker trying to play a zombie girl. That's not even the half of it. All right, bro. Bro, here's the thing that cracks me up. Like, they don't even realize they're doing this because it's the way wrestling is. And bro, keep in mind, TNA is a tape show. So like they could have edited this any way they wanted to edit it. It was a tape show, it wasn't live. So bro, she comes out, she's doing a gimmick and she's cutting a promo and it's horrible, right? And the Wolves are in the ring. What are their names? Davey Boy something, and who? Davey and Eddie. Davey and Eddie are in the ring, right? And I'm going to be nice to Davey because he was on my show and he's about to, the lovely Angelina's about to give birth. So, bro, they're in the ring and Decay comes out on the stage. She's cutting the promo, the whole 9 yards, right? Two grown men in the ring, bro. The facial expressions, like, bro, two grown men. Bro, I swear to God, bro, it was so 1970. And bro, here's the frightening part. Okay? Jeff, that's edited. So they're putting that in. They're putting the reaction of the Wolves in the show. Somebody is seeing that and saying, yeah, that's perfectly all right that two grown men are scared to death of an indie worker wearing makeup.
You know what? I liked her. I did. I thought she looked cool.
Did you see their reaction in the ring?
I didn't notice that. I really didn't. But I watched the show, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're getting the reactions you thought you were going to get from me on this stuff. But I thought she looked cool.
Here's the thing. It's a TNA cheap cool. It's literally somebody in the back throwing makeup on her and just putting her out there. And you know what, bro? Here's the fact of the matter. In 3 weeks, I'll give it 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, she's not going to mean. She's going to mean absolutely nothing. You think that was a cool look?
I did. Yeah, I thought the promo was terrible. I liked. I don't know, a freaky looking girl to me. I thought that was cool. They were at least trying to do some type of character. I gave them that. And you know, I tweeted, I thought this girl looked cool, and somebody smartened me up to who she really is. And the girl's beautiful. She is beautiful. Like if you look at her without all that stuff on. But yeah, I thought she looked cool. I don't know. That's it. I just thought she looked. Look, it was something different. It was a different character for me.
I have no problem with the different character. I have no problem with any of that whatsoever. But can we like slightly try to make it realistic? Like, to me, Daphne was realistic. I've seen girls like Daphne in public. I've seen the goth thing. You know, they do the face white, they do the hair jet black. I mean, Paige is basically goth. Like, I've seen that. So it's like, can we not like at least try to pass it off somewhat as I don't know, bro. But like I said, the combination of, you know, it's a TNA presentation of a character, so it's done dirt cheap. They don't have the lighting and the effects and the entrance and everything that should go with this. There were no vignettes including what in this or whatsoever. But like I said, the icing on the cake was the reaction of two guys in the ring.
And that I didn't notice. I did not notice it.
Go back and look at it again. And listen, I'm going to say this flat out. Billy Corgan's my buddy. Billy, you need to go back and look at this, because this is everything that's wrong with wrestling. Eddie Edwards and the other guy, what's the other one's name?
Davey Richards.
They should have been laughing. That would have been my reaction. Like, what the F is wrong with this girl? The fact that they're scared and they're wide-eyed and they're pointed and who the F is this? That's everything that's wrong. And I'm going to give you the icing on the cake right now. And listen, bro, if you disagree with this, I'm going to name Big Guy my co-host. I want you to digest this.
Okay.
Okay, because I just gave you 1, 2, 3 over. You didn't. You like the 1 and 2 for some reason. Hey, bro, if you want to chant,
no, I didn't like.
If you want to chant, "This is awesome" in your living room, the next time there's a solid on bar, knock yourself out, Jeff.
No, I didn't like the first one. I just was trying to explain the first one. I guess
this one has to get you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as everybody knows, and I'm not going to mention names here, but I am on WrestlingInc.com now, and I am no longer on the website I was previously because, quite frankly, the guy that I was writing for was an absolute WWE shill, and he basically felt the relationship with him and Vince Russo being on that website would hurt his chances of being hired by the WWE. The guy's been trying to get a job with the WWE forever. Okay, bro, and listen, not for anything. You know, when you're 30, 34, 35 years old and the hope and the dream is to still work for the WWE, bro, listen, I wanted to play for the San Francisco Giants. That ended when I was about 14 years old. Okay, grow the F up, first of all. Okay, here's a quote from that individual. Okay, and I don't want you to say anything because I want to give my case after I read you this quote.
All right, you cue me in when it's my turn to go.
Okay. Are you being a wise guy now?
No.
All right. All right, here's the quote. Okay?
Okay.
NXT. This is a direct quote. Direct quote. You can go get it on the website. NXT is arguably the hottest wrestling show in the world. Okay, so let's take that quote. NXT is arguably the hottest wrestling show in the world. Okay, now let's take that quote. Let's look who's on top of it. Who are NXT's biggest stars? Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries is there now, Finn Balor, and Baron Corbin. Arguably, those are the 5 biggest stars. Yeah, I'm talking women now. You could put Bayley in that group. But arguably, those are the 5 biggest stars of arguably the hottest wrestling show in the world. Okay, on top of that, I know enough in doing the Scott Casey Gale show that from beginning until the main event, the entire show is jobber matches. That they have a main event. Every other match is a squash jobber match. Okay, so this is what the wrestling world has turned into. The combination of jobber matches and Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, Finn Balor, and Baron Corbin equals arguably the hottest wrestling show in the world. I'm embarrassed with that comment. I'm embarrassed to be doing this show. If jobber matches and Sami Zayn are arguably the hottest thing in wrestling today in the entire world, I'm embarrassed to be doing this show. I'm literally embarrassed to be doing this show. The floor is yours, Mr. Lane.
Okay. If you're going to consider something the hottest wrestling show in the world, I know the quote was arguably, which means there's a case for it. Pretty much is what they're saying. Arguably means there's a case to say that this is true. What are we basing this on? If anything's the hottest in the world, to me would be whether you're talking about a song, a television show, a movie, or a wrestling organization, a book, whatever it is, the hottest thing in the world is your bestseller, your most customers, the most eyeballs, the highest ratings. That would be the hottest show in the world based on facts.
And everybody would be talking about it. If something's the hot, case in point, Rihanna's album dropped on Thursday. Obviously, 14 million people bought it. Everybody's talking about it. That's the hottest thing in the music industry right now.
So that's where I go with this. Okay. WWE Raw gets anywhere from 3 to 4 million viewers. Okay. How many people own the network? 25% of that, if you believe the numbers they're saying.
I don't even know what are the latest numbers, bro. I don't
know. Like they always say, over 1 million subscribers they've had over 1 million subscribers, but I believe that number includes even the people that canceled. I'm not positive.
Yeah, well, that's all the people that got it free, and that at one time or another had the WWE network, whether they paid for it or it was free.
Right. So if NXT is the hottest wrestling show in the world, then more people would own the WWE network to watch it than watch Raw. 25%, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt that let's say there's 1 million people, network subscribers, and every single one of them watch NXT, okay, which I would find that hard to believe. I own the network. I don't watch NXT. So 999,999 people, we will say, watch NXT. Why is only 25% of the audience watching this if it is the hottest thing in the world? That statement does not compute with the facts. That is opinion and opinion only. I think Lucha Underground is the best television show for wrestling. But for me to say that it's the hottest wrestling show in the world, it would be the most asinine thing for me to say. It's the least watched. It's not even close to the hottest wrestling show in the world. So that, my opinion is, it's the best. Facts don't say it's the best. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Until more people watch Lucha Underground than WWE Raw. WWE Raw is the hottest wrestling show in the world. It doesn't matter how bad it sucks. The most people, that's the one that's most watched. So I just think that is just a ridiculous statement based only on opinion and has nothing to do with facts.
That just shows you, bro. It is like, and I say this all the time, bro. And when I say this, it works against me. Okay. But it blows my mind, bro, how this is supposed to be a so-called professional. Okay. He'll turn on the Full Sail show and he'll buy into, how many people are there, bro? 500, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think something like that.
He buys into those 500 people as being the entire world. And, bro, how many times have I said this, bro? I've said it. When we're watching these Attitude Era shows, I've said it, bro. The crowd seems much more rabid because it's a smaller building. Look at the people. They're right on top of the ring. They're packed in like sardines. It's a smaller building. And I've even suggested if Raw should think about going back to that to make it look like that again, because you're not going to get that, bro, in a building that seats 20,000 people. So I'm the first one that says it looks like it does during the Attitude Era because the crowd is smaller. But, like, I understand that. Here's somebody that looks at the Full Sail crowd every week and thinks, oh, my God, these 500 people are chanting. The entire world must be chanting along. And it's like, oh, bro, are you – listen, bro, if NXT is the hottest wrestling show in the world, we are all in freaking trouble. Like, every single one of us that makes a dime from the wrestling business, we are all in trouble. Bro, go watch the Scott Casey Gale show yesterday.
I did. I saw it. Bro,
more and more that I do that, the NXT show with those guys, less and less they're excited about the show. Scott Casey is finally down to that was a decent match. You know, because he can't bury anything, but everything was great, and this, that, and the other thing. Now it's, you know, yeah, job match decent. The main event was good, bro. If that's the hottest wrestling show in the world, man, we are all in trouble.
I mean, it's a show where you know who's going to win every match. I wouldn't say every match, probably 75% of the matches you know who's going to win just based based on the reasoning, you just laid out with the jobber matches. There are some matches where you don't know, but the majority of them, you know who's going to win. There's no storylines. It's basically, I'm the best wrestler now. Here comes Regal. You'll get the title shot at the takeover, and then they wrestle. I mean, it's what's the term that Glenn uses? He has the perfect term. Choreographed acrobatics, I think is what he calls it. That's what it is. It's not professional wrestling, in my opinion. My opinion. It does not represent what professional wrestling has represented for 75 years, 80 years, 100 years, whenever the hell it came to be. Again, that's my opinion. If the landscape is changing and I'm stuck in the past, well, when the numbers prove that, I'll say, okay, I tap out. You're right. More people enjoy this than what it used to be. You're right. But that's not the case. And the numbers, look, this would be the hottest selling network in the world. If this was the hottest show, the facts would back this up. And they would say, we have as many subscribers to watch NXT as they're tuning in on USA Network to watch Raw.
Yeah, bro. You know what? You know what? Like, just like when I think about it, just freaking, it cracks me up, bro. Like, you think about it now, and like, how did the wrestling business like go on for, freaking 4 decades or whatever the frick it was, 3 decades, bro, without having an authority figure? Steven Regal's got to be the authority figure. People don't understand.
We kind of had Jack Tunney. You know what I mean? He was they talked about him, but you hardly ever saw him.
Well, and when you saw him, he was in his office making a statement. So there was a figurehead.
Right,
there had to be a figurehead, somebody that was deciding these things. But like, it's just funny because, again, we're watching the Attitude Era now. Vince McMahon was not brought on television to be the authority figure. He was brought on television because he was, as the owner of the WWE, he was concerned about this out of control wrestler representing his company. That's how the whole thing started. So it wasn't that, okay, we need an authority figure, we need a heel that's going to come out here and make matches. That was like never even the thought. The thought was, here was the owner of the company that was legitimately concerned about who his hood ornament was going to be. That was the story. I would love, man. I would love to just see wrestling try to get away from that and see how they do. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because it's so, it's just so freaking overplayed with, and I don't know, bro. But that's I don't know how I got off on that. But anyway.
No, I mean, that is a good point. Ever since Vince McMahon debuted, there's been that authority figure everywhere. Even when they did the brand splits, they had the general managers for Raw and the general managers for SmackDown, and they were the authority figures. But yeah, everything we've gone through so far, if you noticed, Vince McMahon, the character, is not making intercontinental title matches. He's not making tag team title. All he cares about is Austin. That's all he cares about.
Yep.
So that's a good point.
Yeah, and he'll care about other people that step in his way.
Right.
I mean, if they step in his way or get involved with something, then there's an issue. But he did not, come on the show to be the matchmaker.
Right. I don't know. Maybe it's just an easy way to do things. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah, of course it is. I mean, yeah, bro, there's a lot, bro, they do a lot in wrestling today that's easy. They got a show to write. They got to write a show every week, so they make it easy. And there's a lot of things to do that are easy.
Yeah. But I mean, to your original point, there's a difference between the facts and the opinions, especially with this type of statement. If I will say Lucha Underground is the best television show, it's my favorite. But if I said Lucha Underground is the hottest wrestling promotion going today, I'm an idiot, because where is the facts to back that up? You know what I mean?
That right there, Jeff, explains why all these freaking people have been invited on my show. that have ripped me in the past and that have buried me, and especially those on the internet wrestling community. That's why not a single one of them will come on the show, because, at the end of the day, it's your opinion, and your opinion. And all I'll do is I'll sit there and I'll say, okay, what are your facts to back that up? You want to know my facts about my career in the Attitude Era? This is the documentation of how many people were watching wrestling back then. Show me your documentation that wrestling is more popular now. People like this brand now more than they did. That's why nobody will ever face me face to face, bro, because I'm a fat guy. You want to have a debate with me? Show me your facts and we'll debate. If you don't have facts, then it is nothing but your opinion.
I remember I first started getting into dirt sheets in like 98, 99. And I just remember everybody just bitching about the WWF. The matches suck. It's all Sable, the sex. They just hated it. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there and I'm reading this and I'm like, how can you say that this is bad? But the thing was, you guys didn't give a crap what they were saying because you knew they were wrong. You know what I mean? The numbers showed that the numbers were all that mattered. So somehow, and you've said this numerous times, they started to believe that what's said on the internet is actually the reality of the product. Well, and the numbers are going the other way. But during the Attitude Era, the highest rated cable Raws, any wrestling show of all time, they crapped all over it.
Yeah, and not only that, bro, they should, whoever works creative nowadays, whoever's involved, bro, they shouldn't even have the time to go on the internet. But, I know certain guys that freaking live and die on the freaking internet, especially in TNA. And I'm not going to mention any names. Bro, if you're doing your job, you shouldn't even have time to go on the internet. You should be working on those shows every single day, 10 hours a day. You shouldn't even have the time to go on there and see what people that have never been there or done that are saying about your show. You shouldn't even have the time.
Well, how many years have they focused on this, and the ratings and the customers just continue to drop, but yet we're going to keep listening to these people? Like, how do you – I just don't understand why they believe that what these people are saying is the best way to go as their financials just keep dropping.
It's real simple, bro, because it's this simple. Nobody wants to take the responsibility. So they're relying on the opinions of others. That's the problem, bro, because nobody wants to take the responsibility. Everybody's working in fear. Everybody is afraid of losing their job. And if I make a stand and it's wrong, I'm going to lose my job. So how are they working, bro? They're working the same way they're writing the show. They're working safe. Nobody's taking any chances. I had this conversation with Joseph. And he made it clear to me, the people running the network, take chances, man. Do whatever the freak you want to do. Let's see what works and doesn't work. Unfortunately, in the WWE and TNA, you have a lot of marks working their dream jobs, bro, and are not going to be outspoken with the chance of pissing somebody off and losing their job. So they're going to go, well, I wonder what the internet thinks about this, because I know my boss reads the internet every week. So I'm just going to do what they want to do. So they'll put it over, and therefore in my boss's mind, it'll be over. Meanwhile, do the math, bro. I'm not a mathematician, but 2 million people down to less than 500,000 people tells me you've lost 75% of your audience.
Yeah, and now you're getting me fired up, but that's my biggest gripe with these internet wrestling reporters, like the whole deal with this match quality. Like, do you even understand what match quality is? The point of a professional wrestling match is for the audience to care who wins or loses. They need to care about the people in the match, and they want to know, or they care who the winner is, and they care who the loser is. People sitting at home watching TV aren't like, hey, you know what? That was a good match. You guys are absolutely out of your minds when you start to think that is the most important thing about professional wrestling. Professional wrestling is an art. The whole point is to suspend disbelief, get people to connect with these people in the ring so they care who wins or loses. And the drama comes from those characters coming out in the match, making people think, okay, now this might be the win. You got your false finishes. It's all about the psychology. It has nothing to do with high spots. You guys are just absolutely do not understand the business. All these people on the internet do not understand the business at all. Your concept of professional wrestling, you're clueless. Match quality is the least important thing to make professional wrestling successful. And if you disagree with me, I don't care. I really don't. You can say it's my opinion. That is my opinion. But guess what? The facts line up with my opinion. History lines up with my opinion.
Jeff, you know what's the simplest way to explain it? And I kind of hit the nail on the head yesterday when I did my nuclear heat. And, you know, again, they could say whatever they want. Glenn said this, bro, 15 years ago. The WWE, TNA, whoever, they're given a block of television time. Okay, TNA is on TV from 8 to 10. Okay, so now the key is, how do we get as many people as possible to watch our 2-hour program? So like now I sat back, bro, and I looked at, okay, what am I as a television viewer watching on television, and why? Okay, so now, bro, I look at the array and the variety of shows that I watch. Okay, bro? Case in point, I watch Mob Wives. Okay? Now, I'm not a mob wife. Okay? I'm not interested in the mob. I'm not interested in mob life. So why am I watching this show? Well, I am watching this show because I like some of the characters on this show, and I like the drama and the conflict between these characters. So it's called Mob Wives. All these women are tied into the mob. I could care nothing. I could care less about the mob, but I like this show. Why? Some of the characters draw me in. The dialogue, the conflict between the characters. Okay. On the whole other side of the spectrum, bro, I watch Teen Mom. Am I a teen mom? No, I'm a 55-year-old man. So why am I watching Teen Mom? Well, I'm watching Teen Mom because I like some of the characters. I like the drama in their life. I like the conflict. Bro, if Teen Mom is a 1-hour show of, you know, okay, breastfeeding, putting baby to bed, changing baby's diapers. If Teen Mom is an hour show about, you know, mothers, teens acting like mothers, I'm not watching the show. Okay. So here's another case in point, bro. You know, I told you about this show. I know you haven't watched it yet, and I think this is hysterical, bro. You got to watch Shades of Blue because it's like a crooked cop show. But here's the beauty of it, bro, that it just cracks me up. Jennifer Lopez is an agent, and they figure out every way, bro, that they can literally put her in a sports bra, like 10 out of 11 scenes on the show. Bro, she's always wearing a sports bra. So, like, I watch that and I get it. I understand that. I know that. Okay. So, with all that being said, that same television viewer is sitting down and watching wrestling. Okay? Now, if all they're seeing is wrestling and they don't like wrestling, just like I would not want to see a teen mom breastfeed, you know, I would not want to see, you know, the mob make a hit. I'm not interested in the mob. If they don't like wrestling, they're not going to watch your show. But yet, if they like personalities on the show, they got Austin, we got The Rock, we got this beautiful Sable, we got this DX, and wait a minute, now there's conflicts within these people. Now they're yelling at each other, they're cutting promos. That's, bro, it's so elementary, Jeff, it's so elemental. Like, bro, what's like the most popular show out there people talk about? You know, The Walking Dead. I doubt that just zombies are watching that show. Game of Thrones, bro, which I think that's medieval or whatever the case may be. You're watching the shows because of the characters and the conflict. Those are the two reasons you're watching the show. You eliminate those reasons from the show. All you have now is your niche audience that likes wrestling. It's so elementary and it's so rudimentary and it's so freaking simple, but yet nobody wants to fix the problem.
Yeah, and you know what? I just want to attack one more thing, this whole good worker thing. Like, what people consider good workers, they're not good workers, okay? A worker means they work you. You think it's real, okay? They can make you think what's happening is real. These people you all think are good workers, they're good acrobats, to coin Glenn's comment, okay?
Well, also, bro, good workers don't get hurt. If you're working and it's fake, you should not, your odds of getting hurt should be minute.
Right. And the best in-ring performers are the ones that people pay to see.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Let's go through the list over time, and you compare their style to all these great workers of today. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Andre the Giant, Lex Luger, Ultimate Warrior, Sting, Yokozuna, Sid, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, John Cena. I'm missing a bunch of people. Kurt Angle. You get my point. These people, when they were in the ring, A, their characters were in the ring. B, they did wrestling moves. C, they sold. You looked at their face. You feel like they were getting beat up. They weren't taking bumps, popping right back up and jumping into the next thing. It didn't look like the person that was receiving the move was actually doing the move, and people paid to see them because they either loved them or they hated them. Go through the entire list of the most successful wrestlers of all time, and yes, I meant Roddy Piper. We could go on all day at how many people, Dusty Rhodes, how many people I missed, but none of these people, and I'm including Shawn Michaels in this list. Because just because he jumped off the top rope and did an elbow, that his style is nothing like the style of today. But you compare those people to what you consider great workers today, it's completely apples and oranges. Nothing is the same.
Bro, what is the internet wrestling community? What do they think about this guy today, bro? What would they think about this guy? Have they ever seen an Andre the Giant match, bro? Like with the big boom. Boom. I mean, what would they say about a freaking Andre the Giant match? Now, bro, with all due respect, are we going to pay to see Andre the Giant or are we going to pay to see Kevin Owens? But what would they say? Would they literally say Andre's a horrible worker?
Oh, yeah, Andre can't bump.
Bro, can you imagine somebody going up to Andre and saying, Andre, you're a horrible worker? Can you imagine Andre like he wouldn't even know what that meant? Oh, bro.
But that's the thing. The people today, not all of them, the majority of them in the ring, their goal is not to make it look real.
Yep.
Their goal is to see how crazy they can move around in the ring. It has nothing to do with trying to work the crowd and make it look like it's real.
Yep.
It's not professional wrestling.
These are the same people, Jeff, that when they're, past 35, their bodies are going to be so freaking broken. Their careers are going to be over. They're not going to be able to make a source of income. They're going to be, bro, it's the Ram story. It is the wrestler story. That is going to be them because they weren't smart enough to work the match, wrestle, prolonged career. That's the most important thing, bro. Look at poor Nikki Bella. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart enough to know a wrestler has a shelf life. Prolong that career. Bro, especially the girls. They're doing the same thing the guys are doing. The problem is their shelf lives are shorter because once they hit 30, the WWE is going to find 22-year-olds to replace them. So they even have the opportunity to make a window to make less money. But you know, again, bro, so many wrestlers today are such marks for themselves. They don't even understand they're in a business, bro. They're in a business.
Yep. And I missed a bunch of names. Please don't tweet me. Well, how could you not mention?
Listen, well, you forgot.
You Austin, The Rock. We could go on
Rock,
all.
You forgot your new favorite wrestler, Decay. You forgot to throw her out there.
Yes.
So go ahead, Jeff.
Decay.
All right, there you go. All right.
But my point is, yes, I missed a bunch of people, but go look at the top stars of all time, and look at their in-ring style. The way they worked was you believed their character. It looked real. Okay, it's the same way a movie tries to make it look real, even though it's not. The goal of them in the ring is to make the audience believe. That is not today's product at all. It's like couples figure skating or the gymnastics, where we're going to hold up signs 9.5, 10, you know, whatever it is in the Olympics. It's not professional wrestling. It's,
bro,
I don't know what it is.
You know what's so funny? Like we sit here, Jeff, and it like just seems like every week there's another injury and another injury and another injury. Bro, how freaking comical is it that Jim Myers, you know, George the Animal Steel, made an entire career out of eating turnbuckles, bro? How ridiculous is that, bro?
I watched something on the network the other day. It was one of the old, I liked the primetime wrestling with Gorilla and Bobby Heenan. I don't know if you remember that show. Of course. But it was George the Animal Steel versus Kamala. Okay. It was like 6, 7, 8-minute match. Yeah. They didn't touch for the first 5 minutes, and the crowd is going absolutely insane.
Bro,
there was one bump in the entire match.
You know what's so funny? You say that, and like I want to see that match. Like I had now in my mind, I got George Animal Steel and Kamala. I want to see that match. See that's the difference, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like don't tell me that Hulk Hogan is not a good in-ring performer. He's arguably this is where arguably comes in. He's arguably the greatest of all time.
He is the greatest of all time. No, he is. He is. I don't even think there's an argument there, bro. I mean, he is. He is. He just is, you know?
It's just the concept of what the business is not what it is today, because they go by what the vocal minority thinks it should be. And it's sad.
Yeah, it's like, you know, bro, it's like, you know, I got my Beatle music and then I listen to the music of today. It's the same thing. Like, it's the same exact thing. You know, Lennon and McCartney as songwriters, you know, Kanye singing about, you know, somebody playing with his ass. You know, it's the same thing, bro. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. You know, I watch Carson at night. And I watch, you know, a Chloe at her house with her freaking Yenta friends. Like, it's like, come on, you know. But hey, bro, wait till you're my age. How old are you, Jeff? 36?
37.
Oh, bro, what are you gonna be like when you're 55? You're like this now, bro. But you know what? Go ahead.
People throw the word bitter around. Yeah. I am bitter as a wrestling fan.
Me too. I am too. I'm bitter too. Fan. But you know, you can hang your hat on, Jeff.
What's that?
You got Decay. You got this Decay.
But you know what, Vince? I made my whole decision. I've never seen this girl wrestle. I've never seen a match.
But can you do me one favor?
What's that?
Just go back and watch the expression of the wolves in the ring.
If it's still, I don't think it's still on my DVR. I'll have to try to find it.
Yeah, you just got to look at the expression.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't care. I wasn't waiting to see if her matches are great. You know what I mean? I just look at her and I'm like, I think this girl looks cool. And that's my opinion. But that's how I base my opinion on these things. Like, a guy I'm starting to like in TNA is Eli Drake. I don't know how much you've watched of him, but I feel like the guy has charisma. He's entertaining when he's talking. And I don't think I've seen one of his matches at all.
Who is he? I don't even know who that is. Tell me a little bit about him.
He was in that group with the hashtag stand up with Drew Galloway. He was one of those guys. Now he's kind of playing like a cocky heel, and he's partnered up with Jesse Goddard's right now. They kind of got a thing going on. But like his material, the storylines he's in are not that good, but he makes the scenes entertaining. So I'm like, I feel like this guy gets it. He's trying to develop a character, and he's he talks well, and his facials are really good. But I think there's a potential in this guy. Like I see, like what I saw with EC3, I see with this guy, like as far as charisma goes.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this, Jeff. I didn't see the show, but like I just saw little snippets here and there. And bro, I might watch the replay next week just to see what's going on there. You know, I want to ask you this, Jeff, because I did not like this, and I'll tell you why. What did you think about like what Tyrus? Is that his name?
Yeah.
What did you think about him like carrying Matt Hardy's kid out there?
I thought it was hilarious. Like I just laughed. Like I don't know what it does for his character, if it's good or bad. I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious.
You know what I don't think I like. Like, bro, it's a funny sight. You know, I mean, Tyrus is a monster of a man, and you got this itty bitty baby. I think what I didn't like, bro, was the baby being that small. And like bringing him in the arena during the live show, because bro, you got to remember it's a freaking infant. Like,
right.
If something went wrong, so like when I watched that, that's what I did not like about it, because I know, bro, things can go awry. Bro, he could trip getting in the ring, for crying out loud, and that's why like my thing was, bro, if you want to do Tyrus and the baby, you know, make him have to babysit in the back. You know, while you and your wife go out to the ring and shoot those vignettes. He's changing the diaper. He's feeding him with the bottle. But like when a baby's involved, like if it were me, I would want to do it in a much more controlled, you know, atmosphere. Because man, when I saw him carrying that little infant and you see all these people and it's, I don't think I would do it that way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you would have to, defer to the judgment of the parents. They trusted him. But I would just never be. Who knows if a lunatic's going to throw something in the ring? You know what I mean? That would have been my fear.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do you do if the baby starts crying?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Matt Hardy would be able to ad lib off that, or Tyrus, and it'd be funny. But
because you would think all the attention then would go on the crying baby, you would lose the entire scene. You know, like well, right. You know, but right. That's it. All right. Do you have anything else, Jeff?
No. This was definitely not anything but freaking wrestling.
Yeah, this wasn't anything with wrestling. You went off putting over Decay. You went on that whole thing. You went off on you liked the elbow and collar lockup. You were in your living room chanting, "This is awesome. This is awesome." We covered that. All right.
No, you know what I did? I turned it off because I wasn't worthy to watch it.
Which I think somebody talked about that the other day. I think it might have been Madden. I think Mark Madden said something about the collar and lockup, and then this is awesome. Like, oh my God, bro. All right, Jeff. Listen, let's remind everybody 2 days to get the $395 about the renewal. Tell them about the renewal, Jeff, because you put things better than I do.
Well, it's simple. If you want to pay this sale price for as long as you keep your account active, put it on auto renewal, because that's how this code word brand locks in. That's how you get locked in at $395. You can opt out at any time. So when we say for life, that doesn't mean it's a contract for life. It means as long as you keep your account active, you get that sale price. So with auto renewal, you get that. You don't have to worry about renewing it on your own. You won't miss any shows. If you don't have auto renewal set up and then you re-sign up, it's going to go back to the $495. So we're just trying to protect the current members for keeping this sale price. So I believe if it's still the same, if you are on manual renewal, cancel that, re-sign up with auto renewal, put in the code word brand. You got to do that today or tomorrow. That's the 30th or the 31st, depending when you're watching this. 30th or 31st, do this. Sign up for auto renewal. It will say $495. When you put in the code word brand, it will drop to $395. Put in all your information. You pick auto renewal. You're set to go. If you don't like it, which I'm going to find that hard to believe, you can cancel at any time. This is not a contract. You can cancel the next day if you want. So,
bro, you know what? Tell me if I'm wrong about this, Jeff. You know what my freaking daughter does to me? Jeff.
I can only imagine.
Jeff, she's got school Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Okay? And she leaves for school at 10 o'clock. So, Jeff, by the time I do what I got to do, like I'm working when she leaves. So I don't, and then my wife gets home at 3 o'clock. So I can't go anywhere until my wife comes home, right? So, bro, I have access to my own car on Wednesdays and Fridays, okay? And, Jeff, I've become like a dog. Like on those days, Wednesdays and Fridays, like I get to take myself bye-bye in the car. Okay, like a freaking dog, bro. I get to go out in the car. I get to go among the people 2 days out of the week, bro. Okay? So today's Friday, bro. Today's my car day, right? So, bro, what does she do? She goes to school last night. She stays over a friend's house in Boulder, you know, where CU is, right? Sleeps over there, bro. It's 11:30 here, and she's not home yet, and I don't have my car. 2 days, bro, that I get to have a freaking car. You think she would come home early? Dad, here's the car. Go do what you want to do. I swear, I don't know how it got so freaking ass backwards, bro. That it's ridiculous, man.
Start leaving the tank empty. Maybe she won't want to put gas in it.
I don't put gas. I don't put gas in the tank. And every time I get it, it's bone dry, and I leave it bone dry when I bring it home, bro. All right, Jeff, that's it. Listen, next week, cheerleader Melissa is going to be on Vixens, and Pete Gass, the Mean Street Posse, is going to be on Swerve, and we'll be back with all the other programming for the week. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You know, have a great week, especially brand members. Thanks for your support. If you're not a brand member and you're watching this, 2 days to take advantage of the brand for, as Jeff said, 16 cents a day. We'll see you next week.
Critically acclaimed producers Kayfabe Commentaries bring you the most candid shoot interview ever with Sabu, nephew of the legendary Sheik.
Would your aunt be talking business?
Of course.
With the Sheik?
Oh, yeah. And Carney. She can speak Carney better than me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Prepare to explore the darkest corners of the man behind Sabu.
I would have stopped pain pills entirely if I was out of pain. Because I've been a little too long at the dance myself.
You feel now you've been too long at the dance?
Breaking Kayfabe with Terry Sabu Brunk, now available on DVD and on demand at shootinterviews.com.